Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Azhari bin Sharom. My ID is 18DDT21F2018. Today I'm going to evaluate the popular e-commerce website, H&M website. So the first one is why human compu- why human computer interaction is important for user participation and evaluate the design of technology for several reasons. User-centered design. Asia emphasized the importance of designing technology solutions that are centered around the needs, abilities, and preference of the user. By involving in the design process, the perspective, requirement, and feedback can be considered, resulting in more user-friendly and effective design. Usability and user experience. ACI aims to create interface and interaction that are intuitive, efficient, and satisfying for users. By understanding how humans interact with technology, designers can create interfaces that are easy to learn, navigate, and use. User participation allow designers to identify usability issues and make necessary improvement, ultimately enhancing the overall user experience. Increase adoption at the increase adoption and acceptance. When users are actively involved in the design and evaluation process, they develop a sense of ownership and connection to the technology. This involves lead to increased acceptance and adoption of the technology as users feel that their needs have been considered and addressed. User participation help identify potential barrier to adoption and allow for the design of solution that align with user expectation and requirement. Error and identification and recovery. User interaction with technology can sometimes lead to the errors and mistakes. By involving user in the evaluation of technologies, designer can observe and understand common errors and develop appropriate mechanism for error identification, prevention, and recovery. User parti- User participation help uncover usability issues that may hinder efficient and error-free interaction, enabling designer to refine the design and make it more robust. Contextual insight. Users bring unique perspective and contextual knowledge to the design and evaluation process. By involving users, designer can gain insight into the specific context in which the technology will be used. This includes understanding users' goals, tasks, work environments, and constraints. Such insight help designer create technology that is tailored to the specific needs and requirements of the users and their perspective context. Continuous improvement. Technology is constantly evolving and user needs change over time. User, user participation in HCI allows for continuous improvement of technology design. By involving user in evaluating the design, designers can gather feedback, interact on the design, and incorporate new features or functionalities that align with evolving user needs. This interactive approach ensures that technology remains relevant, useful, and usable over time. Overview of user participation technique used in human-computer interaction, including laboratory studies, field studies, observation techniques, query techniques, and empirical method. Number one, laboratory studies. Laboratory studies involve conducting controlled experiments in a controlled environment, such as a usability lab. Users interact with the technology while researchers observe and collect data on their performance, behavior, and subjective feedback. This technique allows the systematic evaluation of specific aspects of the technology under controlled conditions. Field studies. Field study involve the observing and gathering data from users in their natural environment where they typically use the technology in real-life situations. Researchers may conduct interview, observation, or survey to understand user needs, behavior, and challenge. Field study provide insight into the context of the technology used, uncovering real-world issues that may not emerge in laboratory settings. Observation techniques. Observation techniques involve directly observing users as they interact with the technology. This can be done to this can be done through video recording, screen recording, or direct observation by researchers. Observational data help identify usability issues, user pattern, and user behavior. It provides valuable insight into how users navigate interface, perform tasks, and encounter difficulties. Query techniques. Query techniques involve obtaining feedback and input from users through various means such as interviews, surveys, questionnaires, or focus group. Researchers ask users specific questions related to their experience, preference, and opinion about the technology. Query technique provide qualitative and quantitative data that can inform the design process and uncover user perception and needs. Empirical methods. Empirical method involving the conducting control experiment and collecting quantitative data and evaluate the performance, efficiency, and effectiveness of the technology. This can include measuring task completion times, error rates, and or user satisfaction ratings. Empirical method provides statistical data that can analyze to make informed design decisions and compare different design alternatives. Why use detailed description of one or more technique in evaluate the design of the H&M and how it will help evaluate the design? The design evaluation of H&M website involve utilizing various techniques to assess its usability, user satisfaction, and overall user experience. These techniques include usability testing, cognitive walkthrough, heuristic evaluation, and A/B testing. Each technique provides technique insight into the website's strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Usability testing involves observing user interaction to identify usability issues, while cognitive walkthrough analyzes the design from user's perspective. Heuristic evaluation assesses the website against established usability principles, and A/B testing compares different design variations to measure user engagement and conversion rate. By employing this technique and providing detailed description, a comprehensive evaluation of the website can be conducted, leading to actionable recommendation for enhancing its design. An explanation of study design of H&M include research question, hypothesis, description of participant, and data collection and analysis method. Research question. The research question for this study is, how does the H&M design impact user satisfaction and usability? Hypothesis. Based on prior observation and user feedback, the hypothesis is that a well-designed H&M will lead to the higher user satisfaction and better usability compared to a poorly designed one. Description of participant. The study will involve a diverse group of participants who are frequent online shoppers and have such familiarity with the H&M brand. The participants will represent various demographics including different age groups, genders, and level of online shopping experience. The sample size will be depend on the resource and constraint of the studies. Data collection. Data testing participants will be asked to perform specific tasks on the H&M website such as searching or specific product, adding item to the shopping cart, and completing a purchase. During the testing, researchers will be observed and record participant interaction including their navigation pattern, success rate, and time taken to complete tasks. This data will provide insight usability and efficiently. Questionnaires. After the user testing, participants will given questionnaires to gather their subjective feedback on their satisfaction with the website design, visual appeal, easy of use, and overall experience. These questionnaires may include like uh, scale question, open-ended question, and or ranking exercise to capture different aspects of user perception. Interviews. Researchers may conduct follow-up interviews with participants to gain more in-depth insight into their experience. Interviews can provide qualitative data and allow participants to elaborate on their thoughts, frustration, or suggestions related to the H&M website design. Analysis method. Quantitative analysis. The quantitative data obtained from user testing and questionnaires will be analyzed statistically. This may involve calculating success rate, average task completion time, and user satisfaction score. Statistically, methods such as t-test and chi-square tests may be applied to compare different design variations and identify significant difference in user performance and satisfaction. Qualitative analysis. The qualitative data for interviews and open-ended questionnaires response will be analyzed using thematic analysis and content analysis. Common themes, pattern, and user feedback will be identified and categorized. This analysis will provide deeper insight into specific issues, user preference, and areas for improvement. Comparative analysis. The collected data will be used to compare different design variations of features of the H&M website. This analysis will help identify specific design elements that contribute to user satisfaction and usability, allowing for informed recommendation for website improvement. Discussion of potential limitation of chosen technique and suggestion for addressing them. The chosen evaluation technique for assessing the H&M website design have their limitation which need to be considered. Usability testing may suffer for small sample size, so including the diverse participant and conducting interactive testing can address those. Cognitive walkthrough rely on evaluator expertise, so involving multiple evaluators and seeking user input can enhance the interpretation. Heuristic evaluation is susceptible to evaluator bias, but involving diverse evaluators and supplementing with user feedback can be mitigated with this. A/B testing requires a significant sample size, but attending a testing period, a user tracking and analytics can be compensated for smaller sample. By addressing this limitation, the evaluation process can be yield more reliable and comprehensive insight into the H&M website design. A summary of finding and recommendation based on the data collected from the chosen technique. Finding. Usability testing. The usability testing revealed that participants encountered difficulty in finding specific product and completing the checkout process. Navigation issues, unclear labeling, and complex filtering options were identified as usability pain points. Cognitive walkthrough. The cognitive walkthrough highlight inconsistencies in the website information architecture, leading to confusion among users. Some sections were found to be buried within submenus, making them difficult to locate. Heuristic evaluation. The heuristic evaluation identifies several usability issues including poor error handling, inconsistent visual design element, and inadequate feedback during the user interaction. This issue may negatively impact the user experience and satisfaction. A/B testing. The A/B testing result indicate that the variant with simplified navigation and clearer call to action button lead to higher conversion rate and increased user engagement compared to original design. Recommendation. Improve improve navigation. Enhance the website navigation by simply the menu structure, ensuring clear labeling, and providing intuitive search functionality. This will help users find product and navigate to the site more easily. Enhance information architecture. Address the inconsistencies inconsistencies in the information architecture to provide a more logical and intuitive flow. Streamline the menu structure, making important sections more prominent and accessible. Usability improvement. Implement error prevention and error message to guide user during the submission and reduce frustration. Ensure con- consistency in visual design elements such as button and icon throughout the website. Incorporate user feedback during the design process to address identify usability issues. Implement such as A/B test element. Incorporate the successful element identified in A/B testing variation, such as simplified navigation and clear call to action button into the main design. Monitor user engagement metrics and conduct regular A/B testing to continuously improve the optimize the website design. That's all for my presentation about evaluating the website about H&M website. Thank you.